Well, it just wouldn't be right for me to not have a Betamax VCR in my gallery of dead formats. And so today we're going to look at this Sears Betavision Betamax player. Made in 1979, it is the equivalent of the Sanyo VTC 9100, which sold for a whopping $695 back in 1979. So, wow. This thing is a monster. It's a beast. On film, it doesn't really do it justice as to its size. And let's take a quick look at some of the controls here on the front. You can see here we've got a clock that's just as vibrant as it was back then, which is cool about LED. It just doesn't deteriorate like those gas clocks that a lot of these VCRs had, which fade over time. But you've got power, standby, record, timer on and off, which is the power control there. And you've got a clock set and a timer set. Moving across here, you've got your Betavision name. You've got all the standard functions: eject, pause, rewind, stop, fast forward, play, record, and of course these keys are what they call piano keys for obvious reasons. Over here we've got a tape counter. We've got our memory on and off. We've got our automatic fine-tuning. Excuse me. We've got our VCR and TV selector switches, and of course two big old analog tuners there for both VHF and UHF, which, as you know, are useless today unless you're like me and you have some sort of a TV transmitter in your house that can broadcast on one of those bands. So here we got a top loading system here in the top here. All right. The amazing thing about this, I'll give you a little bit of history. Went to a thrift store here in St. Louis. The one that we have here is called Value Village. They have 50% off all their stuff on the last Wednesday of every month. And I walked into their store, and they had this unit sitting there. At first I thought it was VHS, which I was like, oh, okay, an old VHS machine. But then I saw this on the top, Betavision, and I was like, whoa, I've got to get it. It's a Betamax. So, in any case, I got it for 50% off the price they had it marked at, which was $10. So I got it for $5. So, let's remove the hood and see what's inside this puppy. Now, as I did a little bit of cleanup on it, which amazingly the thing worked right out of the box. Had to do basically nothing to it, just some cleaning. This motor here, which is probably big enough to run your dishwasher or your clothes washer in your house, is connected directly to the video head. So as you can see, as I rotate it here, we're rotating the video head over there as well. The video drum itself doesn't move, but the heads that are like in a little slot do move. See, going across there? So I thought that was kind of unusual, because like on most VHS machines, the whole head is rotating. So in this case, it's just the head itself that's moving, not the whole drum. So I thought that was kind of cool. Let's see, we've got our audio head and erase head and tracking head and all that stuff in here. Sorry, I'm using an iPhone here to try and get down in here and show you the thing. So, you know, it's cool. I mean, look at this thing. We've got like all these big switches in here. You know, we've got, you know, solenoids and relays and most amazingly metal, which we don't find in modern VCRs. So anyway, this thing was built like a tank, and it has lasted like a tank. Over 30 years old, and this thing still works. I've got it connected to my little monitor TV that I've shown you in other videos. Works great to just plop it anywhere and hook something up. I took a VHS tape and wound some blank tape into this cartridge here. both VHS and Beta use 1-inch videotape. So just a little hint, I took the cartridge apart of both the Beta and the VHS tape and just took the reel out, emptied out the reel and put the reel in a VHS cassette, put it in a VHS machine, and was able to wind tape onto this reel inside of a VHS machine. Now again, it was just the reel, not the cartridge itself. So if you ever need to reload one of these, and I mean, I couldn't believe how the metal particles were flaking off of this tape. So basically, old cartridge, brand new tape on the inside. And I made a test recording the other day, hooked a DVD player up to it, and oh, I just forgot to show you the coolest thing ever. Okay, let me hit eject again. The threading on this thing is just too cool. Alright, let's watch this again. Closing the tape door. Okay, and notice how it just winds all the way around it on like a little, I don't know, Ferris wheel sort of thing there. Isn't that just the coolest? Let's watch it again. Okay, eject. Okay, pops up, pushes in. So, some VCRs, when you put the tape in, it doesn't load, but this one just gets the job done right away, so you're ready to go. So, let's go ahead and do a little rewind action here, because I think I didn't rewind this. So, yeah, there it goes. Alright. There is I don't know, what do you call it, aluminum piece of tape on the beginning and the end of the cassette, and I would assume there's some kind of sensor that rides along. I think that's it right there. It rides along the tape and tells the machine when it's at the end. So unlike VHS, which uses like a light beam to shine through a blank leader, a clear leader, telling it that it's the end, this one uses some kind of a metallic stripe. You can see my half-decent splice job there. Alright, so I thought that was kind of a cool thing with Betamax as well. So let's go ahead and fire it up, and let's hit play. And again, this is a recording that I made right off of a DVD player onto VHS tape.
So you've heard about DVD.
Have you seen DVD?
Well, this is DVD.
And I featured this particular demonstration in another one of my videos.
But it holds much more information, and it's redefining home entertainment.
The world is turning to DVD for a better way to watch movies and concert videos.
So you can see that there's these lines in there, which I don't know what those are indicating. I don't know if it's indicating that that my tape is not the right kind of tape, or if there's something wrong with the record mechanism on this unit. But in any case, I got some strange lines there.
Now here's the same scene on DVD. See the difference?
But other than those lines, it records really well for a 30-year-old machine.
The image is cleaner, the colors are brighter. Now movies look the way they were meant to look. And the sound will blow you away.
The soundtrack on a DVD is digital too, but many of today's movies and concerts.
So we'll move over here and you can kind of see what's happening in the mechanism here. Got our spinning head going there. Of course, we got this gigantic motor that's running everything.
So now you can hear movies the way the studio engineer hears them. Just listen to the difference.
Tape seems to be moving really slow. I mean, look at that. So this is Beta 2. Is the only speed that's, that this unit has. You can see it right here, Beta 2. Alright, I'm going to hit stop.
Surround sound.
And I'm going to hit eject. Tape pops out. And went to a local record store on Friday. This is a Betamax tape from Sting, And our local used superstore for records, tapes, CDs, beta, VHS. They didn't really have a lot of beta, but I found this there and paid $5 for it, which I didn't think was too bad. Cool thing about it is it shows you can see both reels inside of it, which is kind of neat. So we'll pop that in. You can see what the video quality on that is. Obviously, on a pre-recorded cassette, I'm not getting those lines. I'm only getting them on tapes that I've recorded. Hitting play here.
On the major 7th chord.
A very young Sting there. This videotape.
One of the great things about my life is that I haven't the faintest idea what I'm going to be doing in a year's time. One of the reasons I left teaching was that it was very easy to see the next 10 years of my life. You know, I could become the deputy headmaster, and I could almost see the way I would look.
You left teaching because you're an awesome singer, dude. That's why you left teaching. All right. So this was it, guys. I'm already hitting the 11-minute mark, so I don't want to take up all of your day showing you this amazing old piece of history. But hopefully you enjoyed this demonstration. And from what I've read online, Sanyo, which made this Sears machine, as we talked about earlier, these are good machines. They are fairly non-problematic as compared to the Sony equivalents of their time. So if you happen to see a Sony or you see a Sears Betamax machine, you have very good odds that it's just going to work right out of the box, unless of course somebody's, thrown it across the room or something. But hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure and watch all my other videos about ancient and dead formats, which I am a collector of. Have a great day.